breaking news today. Cardi B won the defamation lawsuit against YouTuber blogger Tasha K. Now, court documents have reported that Tasha K will have to pay $1.25 million for general damages, including pain and suffering.
Does she have that?
Oh. And she gonna make some videos on it and generate that YouTube money. She got to pay an additional.
I don't know. Is she? I don't pay any of that, any mind. So I don't really know if she is that big to be able to pay that type of check.
Probably not.
No.
Well, she has quite a following on YouTube. I know her videos have a lot of traction and she has sponsorship. So people say she makes about $1 million for a year is what I heard. I could be off, but the court document said $1.25 million pain, general damages, including pain and suffering, and an extra $250K in medical expenses. After the verdict, Tasha K tweeted, "My husband, attorneys, and I fought really hard. I want to thank them for their long hours and sleepless nights. Winos is not only up from here. It's only up from here. See you in a few days. Back to work." I don't know if you guys know about the story, but she was alleging that Cardi B had herpes, as well as a lot of other very
mean
things. She is entertaining. She's funny, and you could be entertaining, funny. But when you start saying people have herpes and stuff like that, now on the stand they say that she admitted on the stand. This is what she got. That she knew these things weren't true, but said them anyways.
Wow.
And that's where the problem is. Like, if you hear something from a source or whatever, that's one thing. But when you know it ain't true, then that becomes malicious intent.
Yes.
So here's where the people can be heard. Stop listening to her. Stop supporting her. Stop igniting the fire in which it makes her who she is and who she has become. Stop it, because that is the type of support that we need to rally around our sister and say, we for you, Cardi, because we don't want to be instrumental in her growth when she is tagging people the way that she is and talking about people the way that she does. It's not fair. It's not right. We get when you're trying to build a brand and you're trying to have a hot show and you're trying to have a topic that somebody can come over to your show and watch more so than the others. We get that, but not at the expense of somebody else's pain. It's like, cut it out. And especially when stuff ain't true and you don't even know if it's true. You just making up stuff. So maybe this, and hopefully this is a lesson for her as well, that she can just pull back and say, you know what, I can be entertaining without being so hurtful and so mean. Just hopefully, sister, that you'll take a page out of this notebook here that's been written in your history, and you'll be able to say, you know what, my bad, but let me continue my show and let me uplift and let me do something different.
Because it's a sad state about where we are, that negativity sells at the expense of others. It's like, oh, what else can I come up with today to get a click, or to make, another blog that's really popular. The negativity is selling, and it literally is a state of, unfortunately, where we're at. People are going too far. Mm-hmm. And so I'm glad that Cardi B had the resources, had the stamina to say, you will not lie on me. You will not discredit my name. I've worked hard for this moment with talent and with perseverance, and I will not let you rob me of this moment and trying to destroy my name and my family. So shout out to Cardi B, because normally Cardi B would have did a rap, or you might have got your ass whooped when she saw you out,
or at least a shoe thrown in.
Cardi B will throw some hands. So the fact that she was smart and got a team and said, we're going to fight this, I commend her for that.
Yep.
Trevor in the chat says that Cardi is the wrong messenger. I don't think so. I think you got to take away your personal feelings. She's been mean too, or she said stuff. A lot of times she's responding to the trolls. I'm going to say this. Years ago, I had a blogger, and bloggers got a lot of power now. They have become very influential and have grown. And people don't really watch the news. They take their information from bloggers now. This guy went for my neck every month for 3 years.
Wow.
And at first, I just didn't have the energy to deal with it. Mm-hmm. And then I didn't have the money to deal with it because my opportunities started to dry up and I couldn't fight it. And at first I thought, man, everybody knows me. They know this shit ain't true. I got currency in these streets. I got equity. People know me. I'm a good girl. And it was just every single month, saying the same thing over and over and over again, to the point where I would feel very embarrassed going to Hollywood events. And I felt like I had a scarlet letter on me. And that was the beginning of my reputation as a homewrecker or a whore. Wasn't anything true. Years after this guy had just drove me to like super depression, he called me. We talked. I'm sorry, I called him. I got his number. And he said, why didn't you call me sooner? I said, what? I said, why did you ruin my life? He said, I realize you're kind of a good kid. And he goes, but I made a lot of money off your name, Claudia. Every time I put a story up, people love talking about you. I said, you ruined my life. You ruined relationships. You ruined opportunities. You ruined my reputation. My grandmother saw these things and people believe this. My character is forever ruined. He said, well, you had 2 exes that didn't want you to flourish. And one of them said, I would like to drag her to the point of suicide. And this guy took the money and did it. So to all you bloggers out here that make the money off things that you know are lies, y'all can go to hell. I don't care if you don't like the person they're talking about. If it's not true and you know it, you deserve everything that comes to you. And I do not feel bad. You should be ruined because you made your money off someone else's misery. Because I remember being curled up in a bed crying, why do they think this about me? Lisa Ray, I talked to you about this before about it. And Lisa, and I think Vivica too. It was so horrible. So you could be mad that it's Cardi B, but it's the principle. And if it can happen to us, it could happen to y'all watching this.
So I want to say, let's change the narrative here. Let's don't tell them to go to hell. Let's just ask them to unite with us. Let's just say, let's change what people are hearing from you and out of your mouth. And let's make sure that we're spreading more love than negativity, because if we got the power to do that, then let's use it for a different type of magnitude and power. Let's do something different. We all learn, heck, I can say this because I've been there, done that. I have said some foolish things that made me go, oh my God, what did that come out? How did that come out? I've done it. So I'm not exempt from this. Let's change it. Let's grow away from this. Let's stop it. My God, we are killing each other mentally and physically. And
I made my mistakes too, Lisa Ray. I've said some stuff that I'm like, I can't believe I said that, but it wasn't like a campaign against someone week after week. That's a difference between you, a slip of the tongue, saying something wrong. I misspoke. That was dumb. But like when you just go after someone and target them.
That's an obsession.
That's evil. Selena, what do you think about this?
It's illegal. It's called stalking. People get sent to court all the time. I think Madonna won a court case. She had a real life stalker. It's like a lot of people that be having like real life stalkers. And I think that just because you do it on the internet, on social media, doesn't make you any different. I think they bank on the fact that we ignore a lot of the stuff that comes across our social media, that comes, and people are getting so bold now, honey, they be walking up to you down to the store. They'll walk up on you. Like, it's so scary out here now that somebody could walk up on you in the street thinking that because they've talked to you on social media, that they have, ties to you in some sort of way and create their own their own reality about who they are with you. And here we go again, back to mental illness not being addressed in society, period, with really across the board of all races. People are hurting everywhere and they're going through trauma everywhere. And it's just bleeding onto the celebrity. And the thing in the past where we didn't have all this social media, you know what I'm saying? And the reason why I say celebrity is because our job is to make people feel better. Our job is to make people happy through movies, through music, through entertainment, through talk shows, through all of these things are meant to help people, right? So when we're so tangible in this way, the hard part is it makes us it makes them feel like they have access to us and entitlement to us. Mm-hmm. And when we reject that, they feel like it's a direct rejection to them, in which they create this disdain and this thing that is not real, and it's just why this social media stuff is just so crazy and dangerous. But then it's like helps us promote our jobs and that stuff. So it's just jacked up. It's just jacked up. It's out of order. But I'm glad she sued her, because stop thinking that just because we ignore a lot of stuff, your little comment might be the one. They go into the court on. So I think Halle Berry sued a paparazzi. Like, People be
Oh yeah, invading your
like,
space with the kids. Yeah.
yeah, like relax out here in these streets. We real people, we human beings.
Yes.
Have more confidence that you could be entertaining without lying on someone. Like you can still be shit. Listen, I know people are gonna say, but you guys do this every week. We're not out here slandering and dragging people and being evil. It's usually lighthearted when we're talking about something and we try to have insightful debates about this stuff. But when you know you are purposely lying on someone and making up stories for attention, then you are breaking the law and you're responsible.
And you
You
just
gotta-
got to be sued.
Claudia, I want to say something also to what you said earlier when you were like, it's our own people and our own stuff. When we say protect Black women, you know what? Black women, we're strong enough to protect each other.
Yes.
We can do it. Now I know men, they need to be more responsible, and I'm sure we're going to get into that tonight, but we can really rally around each other. And for that woman to dog Cardi B like she did, that's part of the reason why men think they can do it too. You giving them permission. You give everybody permission. We got to stop doing this to each other.
And that's not to say you can't hold someone accountable if they do something wrong. You can say, now that wasn't right when you called those Black girls roaches. Absolutely not. Hold her accountable, but don't lie and say, but she's got herpes. Address the issue and stick to that without putting 10 on 20. That's where you went wrong. All right, ladies, another fantastic block. They're going ham in the comments. All right, y'all, we're gonna get to some of those comments. We're gonna come back with some more of these hot show cocktails with the queens when we return.